Hi everyone, it's Kay. Welcome to a guide for skeleton mages. This is a medium budget build that is easy to play. It is focused on survivability and can easily do pinnacle bosses and moderately just D60 mapping. However, the clear speed might feel a bit slow because you need to resummon skeletons often. This build can be played as either the Guardian or Necromancer with only a few changes.
The living toy must enjoy our contests, while it continues to play.
Here is the Guardian's passive tree at level 95. There are 4 key features. Dead Reckoning Jewel near the witch's starting point. 2 extra passive points from killing all bandits in Act 2. Arcane Guardian Anointment. And 4 masteries. The Necromancer's passive tree is almost the same. The only changes are the passives for block and Testudo Anointment instead of Arcane Guardian. For both builds, there is 1 set of cluster jewels. The large jewel should have Call to the Slaughter and Renewal. The third notable isn't allocated. It's just to push the other two notables in front of the sockets. One medium jewel has feasting fins and renewal, and the other one has blessed rebirth and life from death. Blessed rebirth is very important for skeleton mages, so make sure you have this notable. One small jewel has enduring composure, and the last jewel is a fortress covenant. In the jewel sockets, you need Dead Reckoning to summon skeleton mages, and 3 ghastly eye jewels with minion damage and cast speed. For the Guardian, the ascendancies are Radiant Crusade, Unwavering Crusade, Bastion of Hope, and Time of Need. And for the Necromancer, Commander of Darkness, Mindless Aggression, Plague Bringer, and Mistress of Sacrifice. The Pantheons are the same for both builds. Brine King for Freeze immunity, and Aberrath for Burning Ground immunity. Here is an overview of the gear, including gems, links, and examples. The gear is the same for both Guardian and Necromancer. The two differences are the offerings and the amulet's anointment. For the helmet, you want +2 to all minion gems and reservation efficiency. The enchant should be skeleton damage. And add +1 skeleton with your crafting bench if you can. The gems are Ray Spectre, Stone Golem, Anomalous Feeding Frenzy, and Minion Life. For the Spectres, I'm using 2 Carnage Chieftains and 2 Pale Seraphims. Buffs are more reliable if you have 2 of each Spectre. For the body armor, use Flesh Crafter so your skeleton mages can ignore elemental resistances. The gems are Far Summon Skeletons, Awakened Minion Damage, Spell Echo, Predator, Phantasms, and Pierce. The Phantasms help with damage and map clear, and your other minions recover 4% life when the Phantasms die because of life from death. You can swap Pierce to Hypothermia for more DPS in boss fights. For the gloves, I recommend Breath Stealer for the Blighted Spores and to get Charisma Anointment. The gems are Tempest Shield, Sniper's Mark, Determination, and Defiance Banner. For the boots, I like Region per Endurance Charge and Brutal Ground. The gems are Gelatry, Generosity, Race Zombie, and Minion Life. You could replace the zombies with Animate's Guardian if you're not scared of him dying. The wand should have +1 to all spells, +1 to minions, and trigger. For the Guardian, the gems are Desecrate, Flesh Offering, and Life Tap. And for the Necromancer, use Bone Offering instead. For your shield, I recommend +1 to minions and life recovery on block. This might be too expensive to buy or craft, so just choose either life recovery for survivability or +1 for more DPS. The gems are Molten Shell, Flame Dash, and Convocation. The amulet should have at least +1 to all skill gems. For the Guardian, the anointment is Arcane Guardian for extra spell block. And for the Necromancer, the anointment is Testudo for extra attack block. Use your rings to get lots of life and resistances. I also use mine to get enough strength and dex. For the belt, use a good Stygian Vice with a nice ghastly eye jaw. For the flasks, I like to use Life is Bleed Immunity, Basalt with extra armor, Quicksilver, Quartz with Remove Burning, and Remy's Concoction. As always, I'd like to give a big thank you to my patrons. And there are more patrons in the other tier. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And please check the pinned comment for any updates. Thanks for watching. Bye!